Hello people of the world, and welcome to this video where I speak about things that relate to other things and other things that really don't relate to anything at all. So just a lot of things in general about everything. So what I want to talk about in this video, it shouldn't be too long, just maybe like 5 minutes, but I want to talk about something that I'm going to try and do in the future. I haven't really... I want to say it hasn't come up in the past, but that makes it sound like a bad thing, but this is a very, very nice thing. It's with regards to shoutouts to this channel, which FYI, very appreciative of that to anyone. Just, you know, very nice of you. But if you haven't heard of this program, I kind of want to call it a program on YouTube called Together to the Top, then I shall explain it to you. What Together to the Top is, it was made by a channel, a guy named Athene Wins. If you haven't heard of Athene Wins, think pretty much the most interesting man in the world. Those Dos Equis commercials. Think that, but a gaming version of him, and that's Athene Wins. He wins at everything essentially. That's pretty much all I can say. I think he used to play WoW. He used to make WoW videos. I don't know if he's. I never really watched him, to be honest, but you know, the channel like that, channel name like that, you know, he's got to win. But he started this program. Maybe a few weeks ago, I'm not sure, but a little bit ago, not too long ago, where he kind of goes out to find smaller channels. With him, it's not necessarily gaming channels, but he does find smaller channels. And the point of the program is to promote those small channels because it's difficult to kind of rise in YouTube popularity for some people. And you know, there are some pretty potentially good channels out there that don't have a lot of subs, and it's just nice of these people to go out and kind of, you know, put these people on the radar if they feel the need to do this. So that's what the program is essentially. It's being done by multiple people now. Athene started it, and then I can think of 3 other channels that did this. One of them I actually got featured in. So the 3 channels I can think of are Nova's, Kutra's, and a channel called the TTTT 1000. Now this channel is a channel run by a few people, a few admins, and they do the Together to the Top thing where they bring in a few videos, they recommend them to their subscribers to go check them out, you know. And someone named Jay, he actually featured me in his video, which is very nice of him. I really appreciate that. And I don't know if any of you came from that channel, but yeah, so welcome to this channel if you did. And I'm looking currently at a picture of Naruto, which is really weird because someone just sent me a picture on my Facebook. Anyway, that's besides the point. Thank you if you came to this channel. And the reason I'm making this video is because I feel like I need to do something to give back to anybody who features me or recommends me to people, because it's very selfless of these people, very, very kind and benevolent, to go out and, you know, spend their own time, which they honestly don't have to do. Like, they don't get money for doing this. They spend their own time and try and help other people. And I think that's just really very nice of them. It's just coming from someone who probably wouldn't do that, because I can't explain it. I'm crazy, but it's very nice to see people in the world that do that. And it does inspire me to do that if I ever do grow big, to kind of become part of this TTT thing, even though it does eat up a lot of time. I mean, there's people out there that just show a lot of kindness, and it's just a great thing to do. But like I said, I want to give back at least in some way, even if I'm not searching out for multiple smaller channels. And I guess the only way I can do that at the moment is by kind of reverse recommending them, I guess, reverse featuring them in a way. So, because obviously all my subscribers didn't come from that channel, and you know, it's a good channel to check out. So I kind of want to give them some fame as well, since they, did the same for me. So if you want to go check them out, like I said, DTTTT, 4 T's, and then 1000 after that. They've got 4 videos up so far. And if you want to kind of find some quote indie channels, even though I hate to use that in regards to YouTube, but like smaller channels, essentially like my own, then go there, check it out. They've got some good stuff going on, and they're just very, very sincere people, which is good. I really appreciate that. So thanks to you guys. And then there is one other thing that I want to mention in this video, and that's separate from that, but I might as well mention it here. With regards to my next game that I'm gonna do, once I finish Bastion and Majora's Mask, should take another few weeks because Majora's Mask is pretty long. But after that, I do have an idea of what game I want to do, and I don't really even care about making it a surprise. So, if you watch this video, you find out. There you go. I want to do Silent Hill 2 for the computer. And the reason I want to do that is because I've been kind of aching to do a horror game since Amnesia, because that was a great game. And I've kind of been wanting to do that, so ever since then I've been searching on Google for kind of, a little bit underrated scary games. Obviously Silent Hill isn't very underrated, but it is a very good horror game. And so yeah, that is what I want to do next. The reason I chose that one is because it's just very thematic. I find Silent Hill 3 to be scarier, but I think Silent Hill 2 has a better story, personally. So that's why I chose that. Of course it is hella scary, so I'll be freaking out, which is pretty great. I'm excited for that. So, yeah. Also, if you have I don't want to limit this to scary games, but I would prefer if your suggestions were only scary games. And the reason for that is because there's a lot of crap scary games out there, which I hate to call them scary. There's a lot of crap horror games out there. I swear, I really think there should be a different genre for some types of, quote, horror games. There should be a whole nother genre called gore or blood. That's it. Just, oh, look, it's a gore game. Okay, cool. Because there's a lot of games out there that people think are scary, which really are not scary in the slightest. For example, Left 4 Dead. Not scary. Very gory, very fun. Not scary, though. Fear. Not scary. Although I guess that's more of a personal thing. I'm not afraid of the whole little children thing. That's why I don't find Rule of Rose scary. Looks very atmospheric, for sure, but it doesn't look scary. I mean, they're little kids. They're like 2 feet tall. I don't understand what's scary about that. I honestly do not. They have the... Like, can someone tell me what the scariness of a little, like, 5-year-old kid is holding a knife? I would be much more afraid of a big buff, like, bodybuilder that can sprint 5 times faster than I can, as opposed to, little kid that runs very slowly. And I don't know, that's personal preference. But if you do have kind of an underrated game that you would like to recommend to me, that you would like to see me do, then go ahead and leave that in a comment. I would prefer if, like I said, I would prefer if it was a scary game. I can find normal underrated games on my own, but kind of scary games, it's hard to find a good one, to be honest. It's hard. So, just other stuff that I wouldn't consider doing in the horror genre would be Dark Messiah / Hell Knight. That game looks very slow to me. I wouldn't do Fear. Like I said, I don't think Fear is scary. I might do Doom 3, not because it's scary. That would be one of the gore games that wouldn't be scary, but very bloody and dark. But I might do it just because it's a shooter and it looks okay. But let's see, Hell Knight wouldn't do not Haunting Grounds. Illbleed kind of looks a little bit lame to me. The Resident Evils I don't think are scary. I might do Resident Evil 4 because I think it's a great shooter. It's a very fun shooter. I wouldn't do it because I think it's scary, because it's not. but I would do it because it's fun. So that might be a future game. I wouldn't do. I'm not sure what else I wouldn't do. So just give it a shot. Give it a shot. Leave it in the comments. See how it goes. And that's probably all there is to it right now. Yeah, that's about all I have to say right now. So sorry about making you sit through a oh god, hiccups. I can't get through a video without hiccuping. Anyway, sorry about making you sit through a 10.5-minute video, but I hope you all enjoyed this, or at least my other videos. And I really appreciate all you guys that I'm able to entertain. That's why I'm here. So I hope I continue to entertain you, make you happy, make you laugh, make you feel something. And I'll see you guys in the next video. So see you then. Thanks for everything. Goodbye.